Hi everyone, welcome back. Hope you guys are having a great day. So this is a clip from a previously recorded video. This is a much shorter clip of it. But as always, not financial advice, for entertainment only. Do your own research. And I'm investing in closing companies. And if you enjoy this type of content, hit the like button, subscribe, helps me out tremendously. And let's get into the clip. Cipher provides also their April 2023 operational update. And we're seeing kind of the same thing here a little bit with them as we did with Bitfarms, with a little bit less being mined here. So here's the key metrics here also with Cipher. They have a total of 4 sites. 3 sites that they own are what do they call that? It's a joint venture where they have 49% stake in it. So whatever they mine in that is not being reported as revenue, is being reported under the assets column, I believe. But I think they're reporting all of that being mined here. Okay. We're looking at what they actually have in revenue as far as for their own self-mining, which is the Odessa facility. And I'll show you guys some more of the numbers and explain how I'm kind of calculating things here, okay? So key metrics, BTC mined was 406, BTC sold, so they sold pretty much everything that they mined. BTC held, they still have 427 BTC. And then deployed miners, about 59,000 of those. Monthly end operating hash rate is 6 exahash, so it's about 5 exahash at Odessa, 1 exahash, that's the 49% stake that they have in there, okay? So Cipher, we are delighted to announce we achieved our initial corporate build-out goal of 6 exahash during the month of April. Said Tyler Page, CEO of Cipher. We now have over 5 exahash of self-mining operations at our Odessa facility and approximately 1 exahash of self-mining operations across our other 3 sites. But those are, like I said, the 49% stake that they have in those. Those get reported as assets, I believe, not revenue. In April, we continue to fund our operating expenses as well as our capital expenditures through ongoing operations without any dilution for shareholders. So that's good news there. And then we now look forward to completing the final phase of Odessa's build out this summer and turning our focus to the next stage of growth. They didn't provide actually what that next stage of growth is going to be. Okay. So that's all we got really from them. The 2% decrease in production relative to the previous month, what are they calling it? Deployed. As part of its regulatory treasury management process. Okay, they sold it. All right. So that's it there. And it's going to be the same thing like it was for Bitfarms for the most part. The network hash rate going up has had an impact on all these miners as far as production is concerned. Okay, so shares outstanding for Cipher is about 248 million shares. Stock price is around $2.30, somewhere around there. It's probably down a little bit because of today. So like I said, that will get updated. Current hash rate is at 5 exahash. That's for their self-mining. Future hash rate is 6 exahash. That's basically all in right now as it is, because I'm only calculating their self-mining at Odessa. Okay, future hash rate is done for the most part. BTC HODL is valued at about 2.1% of their market cap. The rest is their hash rate basically. And their BTC HODL is valued about 12.3 million. So that's pretty good there. They do have some change laying around that they can use. Now, BTC production, we can see that they've basically started out right around summertime when they started mining. And that, I believe this is all for their 3 sites that are 49% owned through the joint venture. So those weren't really reported as revenue not until December. December was when they actually started mining it with Odessa. But you can see here a nice increase when they did that. And then it has continued here, but kind of flatlined here towards February, March. And now April, we're starting to see that come down. The thing that's going to happen more than likely is as Bitcoin hash rate continues to go up, which I'm expecting it to do, their production is probably going to be starting to come down as they have pretty much maxed out their hash rate as it is right now. So that might be coming down here in the coming months as well. Okay, month over month difference BTC mined. You can see here we had a nice spike here in the months prior, December, January, February, and then it's coming back down. And then as far as BTC exahash efficiency has been coming down, you can see that it has been coming down like it has for the other miners as well. And then we got BTC HODL has been going up nicely and pretty consistently staying at these 400 some odd levels here. And as far as how much they've been selling, they did peak at 451 in March of what they sold, down to 406 here in April. And then January, they were down, sold a little bit here along with February. So not too bad. Hash rate, they've had really good hash rate growth here for their self-mining. They installed 1.8 exahash in December. They added another 1.4, almost 1.5 in January, only 900 petahash in February. March was about 520 petahash added, and then now in April was about 230 some petahash added as well to get them to the 5 exahash for their self-mining. You can see here how that has been coming down, and I would expect that to continue to come down as they're pretty much fully installed right now. Revenue, as far as the value is concerned of what they've been mining here, it has been increasing here nicely to 11.7 million. This is for total. This includes their 3 other sites that they're reporting as assets. And then this is what they've been selling as far as monthly sale of BTC. So they sold, it looks like 11.7 million here in April, which is the most they've sold here following. So it has been growing as they've been producing more and more. Last 4 quarters revenue, we really don't have anything for them except for the Q4 numbers for them. This is current quarter that we're in, and this is actually for the first quarter that is being reported. Last 4 quarters operating costs, we don't have anything really for them. And then let's take a look at the other metrics here. Those are all the same. Those haven't changed here since last time. But let's take a look at the miners that they did get installed here in April. So they installed, it looks like, the 88 terahash miners, about 400 of those. Then they installed about 3,000 of these 100 terahash miners over here, and that was it to get into the 5 exahash. So here's how the breakdown works right now on Cipher. So we got Odessa, which is their self-mining facility here. They're at 5 exahash. Their Alvarez, Bear, and Chief facilities account for about 960 to 1 exahash, close to that number right there. So that's what it's accounting for. This is accounted as assets, I believe, when they do mine the Bitcoin. And then, so the total we get about 11.7, but their own self-mining, which is going to be reported as revenue, I believe is going to be 10.6. Now, I don't know that for a fact. I will find out once they actually report their Q1 results, which should have all of this information in there. So then I'll be able to figure out exactly what is what, but this is kind of what we're looking at right now as it is. Okay, so I just wanted to explain that to you guys a little bit on it. And they were mining for approximately 13 days with the new miners and 28 days with the other miners. And 3 other facilities were, I'm guessing, mining for about 30 days. Just an estimate right now based on what they actually mined, what they got into as far as revenue is concerned. Okay, we still have quite a few miners here. I'm still, they did buy some, I don't know if this is still the case or not, if anybody has any news on this. The Bitfury miners, the 28 to 56,000 they were supposed to purchase of these 195 terahash miners. I don't know if those are going to be in. I have them down here, which might be a mistake. I probably should have added some of these 100 terahash miners in. I don't know if these are in yet. I may change that over to some of these over here because I don't know if that's actually the case of them being installed yet. Okay, let me see here. So based on that, because I'm not using any of those miners here, but I do have it in here. So I may have to update some stuff here. Okay, all right. So based on all of that, and everything else, switch it back to 125. We can see that institutions and analysts, take a look at that really quick. And we have 109 institutions right now, so that's down from 110. And shares is at 12.76 million, down from 12.81 million. That's 5.13% of shares being held by institutions. We have now, however, 1 strong buy rating, that's an increase. And then we have 3 buy ratings, so that's good there. So they're getting more analysts covering them. The analyst ratings also for the price targets went up to $4 for the high from $3. The average went up to $3.50 from $2.90, and the low is now at $3 from $2.70. So that's good for them. Right now, with a PE of, let me see here. Oh, the last 3 quarters, we really don't have 3 quarters on them, but if we have an estimate. So I'm using Q1 numbers for them, Q4, which was reported, and I believe Q3 was also reported. So I'm using those along with the current quarter that we're in right now to be kind of forward looking on them. And that's giving us a total combined revenue of about 61 million. So with that, 50% net income from gross revenue with a PE of 20. I don't even know if that's fair there, but I have them at $2.48 to a PE of 20 with 75% net income at $3.72. They are currently at about $2 and some change here, $2.15, 18, whatever they are right now. So I do think that they are undervalued currently based on future growth for them, but they are pretty much tapped out as far as growth is concerned right now. So even if we go down to a 15 PE, we could see that they would be at $1.86 at that point. They would be overvalued on the 50% net income, but on the 75% net income gross revenue part of it, they would be undervalued on that one at $2.79, right? So it just all depends on what the investors are giving them as far as value, future value, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that is it on that one. Otherwise, great job by them getting all of these miners installed in such a short amount of time. I mean, it's quite a feet to install 50-some odd thousand miners in basically over, what is that, 5 months? So 10,000 miners a month roughly. So fantastic job by them as far as growth is concerned. It's good to see that. And yeah, I mean, they've definitely outperformed some of the old dogs that we've had, like Hut 8, Hive, as far as growth is concerned. Along with, they've pretty much came pretty close to, well, they are tied now with Bitfarms as well. And Bitfarms has been around for a while. So Bitfarms definitely needs to kind of pick up their game a little bit and grow a little bit more. All right. But nonetheless, great job by both Bitfarms and Cipher for the month of April right now, getting stuff installed, getting stuff energized, mining. And that's kind of what we want to see going forward as well. We'll see what that pause is for Cipher and how long that pause is before they have things ready to go to Odessa for their second phase of the build out and what that's going to entail.